My name is Aaron, and I grew up in the world of metal. In fact, it's the only thing I ever really cared about in terms of music. But you know what, recently, I've wanted something a little bit different. Well, welcome back everybody. We're going to do something a little bit different today, and that is this comes from a friend of the channel, been a huge support. So of course, when I had the chance to, I wanted to support it as well. This video is called What I Want More from K-Pop Reactors, and comes from the channel Let's Talk K-Pop, and I might have some commentary, so we'll see. Let's check it out.
More from K-Pop Reactors.
Okay.
Number 1. React to artists and songs that fly under the radar.
Yeah.
Here are some examples I think are considered under the radar by today's standard. For artists: Infinite,
I love Infinite.
B1A4,
No,
9 Muses,
never heard of him.
Kara,
Heard of him.
4 Songs, LC9's Mama Beat, Snoopers, The Star of Stars, The Ark's The Light, Speaka's Russian Roulette.
Ooh.
I like to see the viewers recommend these kind of examples to the reactors, as well as see the reactors find the time and effort to discover more K-pop songs and artists.
That's always a little bit tricky because, in a sense, there's two things that kind of always happen with K-pop reactions. I've found in the nearly 2 years of doing this. The first and foremost is that the thing that generally will, and I'm going to be as open as I possibly can here, but the things that get views are the things that are popular. Obvious. That is the most obvious answer ever. People love to see the BTS reactions, the EXO reactions, the Blackpink stuff. And I'll be real, right now the channel is very much in a downswing right now. And that's when I actually do like to do these kinds of artists that are a little less known, because I feel like that's helps build some credit. And when I say that, I mean that absolutely, because, for example, as a metalhead, I think one of the most important things that was as a metalhead is knowing literally just about everyone you possibly can. That's how you proved that you were a metalhead. And I mean, you'd have to know, well, it feels like everybody, right? So, I mean, you'd have to, for example, know some really underground stuff like Havo Hedge, and you'd have to be really into groups like Lucifer, and if you even want to go down to maybe some of the more higher, less known stuff, like for the likes of you, or stuff like that. I don't want to say the groups like Lorna Shore, because at this point everybody knows who Lorna Shore is, but for me it's a point of pride when I'm like, I have to know as many groups as I possibly can. So when I do talk to someone and they say like, hey, what's a good group out there that, that you think that I might like? And I'm like, well, you could listen to BTS, you could listen to Twice. And no, I want something a little more off the radar. And it's like, okay, well, how about Infinite? Like, let me show you some of their stuff. And it's like, whoa, this is cool. It's a bit of an ebb and flow, though, because you do have to understand that you're not going to get as much views. Moving on.
Number 2. Talk about the music rather than what's in the video. If you want to talk about what's in the video, then go ahead. It's your reaction. But I rather hear your thoughts on the music first before everything else. After all, music is first and foremost. Number 3. Don't pause.
Yes, okay. So I made it a point to try and talk about the music as much as possible. So in generality, this is my usual talking points. Music first, choreography, since I, being a ballroom dancer, that will be the next thing. Then usually lyrics, then usually the last part for me is video. Now, sometimes a lot of songs are written with a very basic vocal or a lyrical sense, so that is when it generally drops down and goes into the music video. So, yeah, I try to do that. That's generally my plan as well.
Pause the music before the chorus just to share your thoughts. That's one of the worst aspects from K-pop reactors. It's annoying to see all that build up the reactor is witnessing get interrupted by a pause. I recommend playing it out until the second verse. That should be the destination for a break to share your thoughts. Number 4, less.
I have 100% built my style off of everything that has annoyed me about other reactors, and I'm still refining it. In fact, I'm actually playing with a new formula. But the truth of the matter is that when it comes to that, I used to watch someone who is now one of the more higher up reactors, I would say. But I have to admit, when you would see him like listen to a song that was, 3.5 minutes and the video's 18 minutes and half of it's just like him going, whoa, whoa, and pausing it over and over, it drove me insane. So I always the idea is either let you know everything that I liked from the beginning and show you this stuff in the beginning, or after, and let the song play uninterruptedly, because I hate that myself. I agree.
Less reactions to these kind of videos.
Well, yes, okay.
Personally, I see them as personal enjoyments, not videos you can react to and share your opinions with the viewers. Number 5.
The only time I ever generally listen or watch to guides is generally during when I do 1 week club, which we will be starting on Monday, by the way, 17. Anyway, for that reason, a lot of people do actually ask me to do like guides and to do like funny moments. And that's why when I decide that I do it, it's usually going to be something around the lines of like a 1 week club, because it's the break. Because it takes a lot of time to do that. I mean, it's like 28 videos in a week. So it's a lot. I mean, even when I do 17, I'll be making my 1,000th video in 2 years. So it's a lot of work, and that's why sometimes it is nice to do a guide and funny moments. But that's about generally a lot of the times that I generally like to do it, because I prefer the music. But you do get to know the people and where their brain space is at when you do those. That's kind of why I do like it.
Listen to an album.
Yeah.
This isn't really necessary, but when I see a reactor listen to an album, that means the reactor is interested in the music, so I respect that a lot. Mm. Number 6.
Yeah. I've always been an album listener. In fact, if you go to my Spotify, legitimately I have a couple of playlists, but I almost never actually listen to the playlists. I used to do this thing when I would get done doing a recording on my channel, I would actually add it to a Spotify list. So if you wanted to see like everything chronologically without having to hear my dumb voice, I would actually make it so you could just listen to what I've covered in an entire year. But it got to be so much that I haven't actually kept it up. So, but yeah, makes sense.
Interact more with the viewers. A reactor doesn't have to interact with everyone in every way, but a prominent, consistent interaction is reassuring for the viewers.
That's mine, yeah. I appreciate everybody that comments, first and foremost.
Any kind of interaction can put the viewers at ease, as long as you don't completely ignore the community. I think those are all the things
I actually make it a point to try and answer as quick as I can to every single comment that I can. I have let some of them get older, I admit, but I absolutely make sure that I am responding to everybody at least within a day. That's my general goal. Back when I first started the channel, I felt like I got a lot of comments back then, and that was during the time when I was first getting to know EXO. And I remember waking up and I'd go and get some breakfast, and I'd sit down and I would spend the rest of the morning answering messages and comments. And now it's getting to the point where sometimes it's a little hard to keep up with the comments. On average, it gets a lot. But I still want to make sure that you always know that I'm going to respond to you, and at least let you know that I'm reading your comment, even if it's just a like. But I always appreciate every single person that has left a comment, for the guidance, because I am in their world. I am a guest. So for me personally, I think that that's one of the most important things, is knowing that thank you for commenting, because honestly, for real, it's so important for me to let you know that that's how I feel. I'm in your world, and so I do not want to waste your time in knowing that you didn't do it for anything. So
I like to see more from K-pop reactors. If there are any other aspects not mentioned in this video, let me know in the comment section below. Also, let me know if you guys agree or disagree with these aspects. Thanks for watching my first video. I'll see you guys next time.
Okay, this is actually pretty sick. I had a lot of fun with this. The truth of the matter is like, I'm excited to see you make more, especially since it's something that makes you grow. And as you grow, you'll be able to come back to these old videos and have some nostalgia. And that's how I feel. I remember reacting to my very first video and making my first videos, and now I look back at those and just like, oh, those are the good days. But of course, thank you so much. Thank you for the support that you've always had for this channel. And I'm going to leave a link down for you to be able to subscribe and support a really massive support for this channel. So thank you so much, and we'll see you for the next video.